Shalom or Shalom to all Israelites that are woken up to this truth that they are obviously the Israelites. I was playing with some words. I went to, I believe it was Google or one of those sites that give you certain information, and I came across this. I put in the word Christopher Columbus, had Hebrew interpreters, and so forth. Anyway, what I came across, this is one of the, I guess this is the third on the list. It was number 3. I'll probably give this to you. I believe it's called www.j/grit.com. Adventures Luis de Torres .php. Now this is what it says. It says Luis de Torres was employed by Christopher Columbus. His name was actually Cristobal Colon, and he was a so-called Jew. As an interpreter, we're talking about Luis de Torres as an interpreter on his first voyage to the New World. Oh, by the way, the name of this short subject, if you will, for lack of a better term, I guess I'll call it Columbus knew that Israelites were living in the New World. So let me go back to that, to this reading here. It says that as an interpreter on his first voyage to the New World. Prior to this, Del Torres held a position with Juan Chacon, governor of Murcia, a province where there was a large number of Jews. Now remember, during that time you had the so-called Jews, fake Jews, and you had the real Jews, because you had the Moors. The last stronghold of the Moors was known as a place called Granada, and they celebrated the fact that they finally took down the Moors, which, according to the information that we have studied, the Moors would have to be descendants of the Israelites that happened to embrace the religion of Islam. But anyway, they were taken down. The reign of the Moors was approximately 800, a little bit more than 800, or approximately 800 years. And this is the fulfillment of a Revelation 20th chapter, which I'm not going to go into, but I'll go into Revelation 20th chapter at another time. And anyway, it says, as a Hebrew interpreter, because he was Jewish, and this was during the era of the Inquisition. The Inquisition, that's a whole nother topic that Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai Ratazah, which means Lord in the name of his son, willing, I'll get into on a future sit down. It was necessary for him to convert to Catholicism, which he did. The day before the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria set sail on August 2nd, 1492. The voyage also coincided, with the expulsion of all Jews from Spain, because he was versed in Hebrew, Aramaic, Spanish, Portuguese, French, Latin, and some Arabic. Columbus had thought he would be helpful upon their arrival, especially useful would be his knowledge of Hebrew. Bear with me for a minute. I just lost a page. His knowledge of Hebrew and Aramaic, as Columbus fully expected to encounter Asian descendants of the last tribes of Israel. Did you hear that? Columbus fully expected to encounter Asians. Now, the word Asian, you're going to think about the word Chinese and Japanese. The word Asia is a part of the north of the Middle East, which is the lower parts of Europe. You had a place, Paul had made journeys to Asia Minor, which was the lower parts of Europe, of these European countries, namely Corinth, Ephesus, Greece itself, and you had these cities within Greece, or the Greek world, and so forth. Like I said, you had Corinth, you had Ephesus, you had wow, my mind memory escapes me, but you had all these European Galatia, Macedonia, Antioch, which was named after Antiochus. That goes all into the history. All right, but I'm gonna read this again. It says, Columbus fully expected to encounter Asian descendants of the last tribes of Israel. And that's all I'm going to read, because I said this is going to be short. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom.